This video today, guys, is designed to remove the stress from your day as a barber, as a hair cutter. I used to change my hair cutting system depending on who sat in my chair, whether the hair was straight, whether it was curly. But today I'm going to be showing you a universal hair cutting system that has allowed me to do all hair textures, all hair types, and all hair cuts. And with no stress, guys. It's a universal system that can be applied across the board, and we're going to be doing it today with the Tomb 45 clipper and trimmer set. I'll tell you more later on in the video about why I choose to go with this set in particular. Most YouTubers that you see are going to tell you to put this line in with the trimmer, and it's not that that's bad information, but I think there's a better way to go about it. Since I want a nice soft blurry fade, I'm gonna go with a slightly softer version of that line, which is the clipper all the way closed. If I can set my bald line in with the clipper closed, it's gonna be so much easier to blend out. You'll see why as the tutorial continues to progress. So in my experience, clipper closed is the best route for sure for setting in that bald line. So the primary line is done. Now we need to set our secondary guideline. And a lot of YouTubers will say, put in this line with no guard, lever all the way open. And that's cool, it works, but there's an easier way to do this line. I suggest you put the half guard on with the lever closed and create your secondary guideline with that. It's gonna be so much easier to fade out. And now remember, we're gonna be fading down after this, so just understand it's a lot easier to fade from plastic to plastic than it is to fade from plastic to metal. Now, if that doesn't make sense to you yet, no worries, stick through the tutorial, you'll understand what I mean. But just trust me, you're gonna thank yourself so much that you did this secondary guideline with the half guard closed. Let me know your thoughts about this in the comment section below. So at this step, guys, I like to take my 1.5 guard and I wanna float my way up and off the head. If I can start with the 1.5 guard with the lever all the way open, applying pressure at the bottom and floating my way up and off the head, then that takes care of a few things. Number one is going to start removing the bulk, and since the lever is open, it's going to leave it pretty dark to where you're really also creating that shape of the haircut. So do this all the way around your blend area, right? Start with pressure at the bottom, float your way up, use the shape of the head as a ramp, right? You're literally gonna launch this clipper up and off the head, continuing in that straight up and down motion. If you notice, I like to use more elbow movement, right? I kind of like move my arm up and down rather than do a flick of the wrist motion or a scooping motion. So do this all the way around the head, and when you're done with it being open, then you follow up with the 1.5 guard all the way closed. And you just work incrementally lower than what you just were. You're really going to be repeating the same motions over and over again. It's just a matter of being a little bit lower, because now that the 1.5 guard is closed, it starts to lighten up the hair a little more. And you'll start to see, you know, the gradients you'll see it start to lighten up as you work your way down. And now you've already started you're pretty much halfway through the fade down process at this point. Now, guys, as we're watching this process come together, I want to let you know about the 6-figure barber mentorship program that I help coach. The thing is that we have this program, and a lot of you guys are maybe hobby barbers, or you're not really in the shop yet. But for those of you who are in the shop and you're struggling to make this your only career, like I used to do Amazon Flex, I used to do all sorts of side jobs because I thought that I was not gonna make it and let barbering be my only source of income. I thought I needed outside health benefits. I couldn't afford health insurance or life insurance. But when I joined the 6-figure barber mentorship and I learned the principles that Tomb 45 teaches, I mean, I never looked back. I never had to go back to another hustle. So if that's something that you guys want help with, I am a coach in that program. I've been a mentee in the program for years, and finally now I can help people through it as well. So I recommend it, guys. It's in the description down below. If you want help with that kind of stuff, I would be happy to help you. I'd be honored to help coach you through that. So click the link in the description there. You know, like I said, if that's something that you're looking for, if you're struggling making this your full-time career, you know, I've been there, guys. I'll help you through it. So I would love to see you guys in that program, man. But let's get back to the tutorial. So now that you've already cleared out the bulk with the 1.5 open, you've already lightened it up with the 1.5 closed, now we're gonna continue the fading down process, and you'll be pretty happy to see how easy this process can be. You remember how we set the secondary guideline in with the half guard closed, right? What better tool to take out the half guard closed than the half guard itself? So we're gonna take this half guard with the lever all the way open, and I'm gonna repeat the same motions that I faded with the 1.5 guard. I'm gonna have pressure at the bottom and I'm gonna float my way up and off the head, and you'll see how easily this half guard open blends into the 1.5 guard closed. So we're gonna do this all the way around our fading area to start. Now, why does this work? The 1.5 guard close is equivalent to what? A 1 guard with the lever open, right? And now you look at the half guard with the lever all the way open, that's equivalent to what? The 1 guard with the lever closed. So all you're really missing here is the 1 guard, like with that lever about halfway open. And you know, at that point, like I think with the proper hand motions, right, floating your way up and off the head, using the shape of the head as a ramp to launch that clipper, you know, you can cover that. And if you're not comfortable with this, sure, you can use the 1 guard open and the 1 guard closed and then proceed to the half guard. But I'm a big fan of efficiency, and that's a big part of what I want to teach on this channel. So float this half guard up into that 1.5 guard closed area, and then you can continue fading down. You know, take the half guard halfway, fade more, all the way closed, and at that point it's going to match perfectly. And all you have to worry about now is blending out that very bottom bald line. So we'll take care of that next. But leave a comment down below if this fading method seems simple enough for you, if it's something that you think can help you in your day-to-day. Now, one thing that I have for you guys is I've received the feedback in the comments, and it sounds like you guys are really learning a lot from the channel. Now, I want to be able to give you guys some more personalized education in different forms, but I want to hear more from you directly. How do you like to learn? I have a form that I put together in the description down below, and it's pretty much a quick Q&A. It'll take about 5 minutes. It's free. I just want to receive some information from you guys. Let me know what style you like to learn in, what pretty much is what I can do to give you guys better, higher level of service and higher level of education. Whether it's something that you can take at your own pace, like a Q&A or a little course, or whether it's one-on-one coaching. You know, I just want to hear from you so that way I can start to develop something for you guys. But I appreciate your time. You know, just let me know how you're feeling with that form below. So now that you've faded all the way down and you've erased the half guard closed, guys, now what we're looking at is just fading out the primary guideline that we started with. Now you remember we put this in with the clipper all the way closed. So what we're gonna do is match that clipper right there with the clipper closed, break through that line, just soften it up a little bit. I used to have a lot of anxiety about this because I thought that at this point I would start to push my fade way too high. But what I want to give you is the confidence that you can go up higher because of the lever, right? So clipper closed, yeah, that's all the way bald. That's why we're just barely tapping and breaking through that line. But as I take that lever to the first notch, just make it one click open. That means it's a little bit longer, giving me permission to go a little bit higher. Right? So we'll just break through that line again, raise it up a little bit more, a little bit more. Then we'll go to the second notch. It's a little longer, I can go a little higher. Then we put it a little longer and a little higher, a little longer, a little higher, a little longer, a little higher. Before you know it, you're gonna be all the way open with the lever and you're floating right up into the area with the half guard closed that we set our secondary guideline in with. But the way that this all faded out so perfectly, man, like you can see it's coming together. And that is how you blend together without setting a lot of harsh guidelines, really only using 2 guards. I'm really interested to know, how does this compare to your current fading method? I would love to get your feedback on that. Let me know if it's something that can help you. Leave it in the comment section down below. So far, I have 100% reply rate to the comments, and I plan to keep that going as long as possible, man. So I appreciate you guys, man. Let me know what you think about that down below. Now, while we watch this process come together, guys, I want to tell you why this is the clipper and trimmer set that I'm choosing to use. There's multiple reasons, but the first one that I really like to point out is the fact that these blades, it is impossible to get them hot. A big part of me and my barbershop flow and why I was able to become as efficient as I am now is that I use one clipper, one trimmer, and one shaver all day, every day. And I remember early in my career, I used to use clippers that the blades would get so hot that literally the skin would turn red by the time that I was done with the blend. So I actually had to guess. I guess that fade looks good enough. I couldn't really see, you know, because the skin would turn so red when the blade would get hot. I've never had a situation where these blades got hot, guys, and I use one clipper all day, 15, 16, sometimes 19 haircuts in a day, 20 cuts, like on New Year's. So just think about that, guys. If you're in the market for a clipper like this, I highly recommend it for that reason. Another reason that I like to use this machine too is because it has more than one way to charge it. So if you buy from the right suppliers, like the ones that are in the links that I provide to you guys, you're gonna get the wireless charging pad included for free. If you want to use the power pods, you can have a dock charger. You can use the same charger that your iPhone uses for the USB-C, or the old classic Babyliss cable. Like, they all work. So it also is something that you're able to customize to your workflow, however you want your station to look. You're not obligated to use just one type of charger for this. So that's another reason that's really cool. You know, so definitely, if it is something that you guys are interested in, man, I recommend both of these. Like I said, the links are always going to have the fastest shipping that can get to you. The description for Amazon, YouTube shopping, you know, I would recommend checking both to see which one has the better deal. Just depending on the time of year that you're buying, man. But I definitely recommend them, man. They're a cop for me. I've been using these consistently since February of 2024. That's when they released at our EWP event. So they've been good so far, man. Any questions you have about them, leave them in the comment section down below. And if you use the links that I provide you, it's a great way to support the channel. Yeah, so I appreciate you guys, man. Thank you. Let's watch the rest of this come together. So now, since this client wants to have the haircut to be, you know, really smooth, skin tight at the very bottom, now this means that the client requests it. You know, you ask them, hey, do you like the foil shaver? This client does not have a tendency to break out. So once you verify both of those things, this is the method that I like to use for the foil shaver. You're gonna notice that I like to go downwards with the grain first to get it as tight as possible. Only with the going down with the grain method, it really helps just skim over the clipper halfway, the clipper close, the trimmer. It helps cover all those 3 different levels of bald to just let it smoothly fade off into a smooth bald finish. And after you go ahead and get it as smooth as you can with going with the grain, then you can flip your shaver over and go ahead and start to knock out the very bottom against the grain. Just be careful not to go too high. I would much rather a client have a complaint personally that, hey, you didn't bald me out enough, I want it to be tighter, rather than somebody say, hey, you left a big patch in the back of my head that wasn't smoothly blended. Obviously every client has their preference, but as you're learning and getting used to working with the foil shaver, I think you're better off having a very nice buttery look, you know, and bald it out as best you can. Obviously, the more skill that you get, the more aggressive you can be with this foil shaver. Maybe you eventually can even skip going down with the grain step. I like doing it with first and then going against. Leave a comment down below if you have ever tried this. Leave a comment down below if you even knew this was possible. Go down with the grain with the foil shaver. Of course, this is assuming they have normal growth patterns and, you know, there's no hair that's growing upwards, because remember, with the grain always means going downwards in the direction of the natural hair growth. So leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about that. Now guys, this is the finished product, man. I really appreciate you guys sticking through this tutorial. Please leave a comment down below and let me know, were you able to pick up on some techniques that you were not previously familiar with? And did you gain a better understanding of why I do things how I do? And also leave a comment down below. Let me know if this is something you think is gonna help you in your barbershop process and your efficiency, man. I'm really looking forward to hearing from you guys. And I teach all day, every day, how to cut hair more efficiently. But if you're in the market for more business coaching, you're in the barbershop, but you're having trouble taking your income to the next level, that's another thing that I can help you with, guys. I am a coach in the 6-Figure Barber Mentorship. I have the link in the description down below. So if you want to take the Tomb 45 six-figure barber mentorship course and have me personally coach you through it, this is definitely something I can do. Hit the link in the description below. Yeah, I look forward to seeing you guys there, man. Thank you so much for subscribing, watching. Share this with a friend that you think can benefit from this information.